So here in this video we will learn the background, how to use background in HTML or CSS. Basically we can say that the CSS background property is used to give the background effect to the elements of the HTMLs. So I will create this new file same way, and I will save the file here, and here I will give the name back CSS. Sorry, I have to make it save as type is by default text, so I have to make it as save as HTML. Okay. So this is this extension should be HTML over here. So same way here we go with HTML, and in the HTML I will go with head. In the head we will go with title. So here I will give the title background CSS. Okay, so then I'll go with body. Now here we have to go with, so I just wanted to give a background colors to this. So here we will, in the background we will learn first the background color, so that we can use inline as well as, instead of inline here we go with practicing internal CSS. So for that we will go with style element. Here we have to give the type. Here the type is text/CSS. This is to tell the browser that we have written a style sheet using the CSS or text. Okay, so style is closed over here. So I just wanted to give a background color to the body. So here my selector is body. And then I'll start with the curly bracket, and here I will choose background color. And here I choose light blue. Is somewhere? Yes, light blue is there. Or either I can give the name of the color, or I can use the RGB scheme, or I can use the hex scheme, or I can use the HSL scheme. So all the schemes that can be used over there. So save it, and here we're going to open this file from overseas back.css, or simply just open this file, and this will be open. Oh, look at this. So here the background has been changed from light blue over here. So same way we just create say I just wanted to create a background can be given to any element, like paragraph we can give background, to header element we can give background. Say I just wanted to create another element over here, say div, and to div I just wanted to give a okay, so here I use background color. Here I choose gray is somewhere here. Okay, now there is given. So in the body I will use a div. In that I will write paragraph. This is my paragraph. Here we go. Save this. Now refresh it over here. Okay, this is there. This is a division. In the division we have used paragraph, and in the paragraph we have written the text. This is my paragraph. Okay, so if I just wanted to set the background of paragraphs, I just can use this P selector. Then sorry, here I have to write it within style. Here is P selector, and in the curly bracket I will say background color, and here I say red, or I'll use red. Oh, red. Okay, save this, refresh it over here. Okay, so this is for the paragraph. Okay, so this whole paragraph is written. So in the division I will use another element over, say I will use h3, and here I write only hello. Control S, save this, refresh it over here. Now this is written within the division. Okay, div. This paragraph and hello is written in div, so the div background we have set gray, so this gray background is also applied to this. Okay, so this way we just can use, we can increase the intensity or transparency of the colors, like we can use opacity value, opacity, and here we can give the value of opacity in the form of percentage. 1 is 100% and using that, so I just wanted opacity 30%. For that I have used 0.3, 0.3. Save it, press it now. Okay, so if I will increase this value, the transparency increase, say I will put it 7, go and refresh it. So this way we just can use the paragraph background colors. So bin background colors can be given using our 3 schemes that we have already done in previous lectures. And here we just can give a background image. So if I'm using body background image, I can give over here. So I'm removing this background color. So if I have to use background image, so in order to use image, I will go in Google and search over here some picture, background images. Here we are having background images. Okay, so it looks dark. So from here I just wanted to select this background, save. So I will save this, save the image as, and here I will save this image on the desktop, and here I have created my folder myhtml, and here I have created, so I am giving the name to this file as im1. So for that I have to use here I have to use, in order to insert the image, I have to use property background image. Here we have to specify the URL. Okay, so here we specify the URL, and the URL to this image is this is an /images, and saved with the name of im, and the extension is .jpg. Here we can see the extension jpg. Save this, and here we refresh this file. Nothing is going to be happen over here, so I will remove this. I have to see the path over here. Okay, on the desktop it's in myhtml. Okay, so the path is different over here. So what I will do, I will copy this image. I have downloaded this image, so but I will copy this image, and I will paste it in CSS. Okay, here we go. So okay, here you just have to give the name as im1.jpg. Save this file and open it in. I'm just right now I'm using the Edge browser from Microsoft. Now look at this. So this background image is applied to this. Look at this. Okay, this way we can set the background image. Even some backgrounds, if I will having a background, this is the background, and say here we are having images, and here this image, say 1 2 3. I will copy this image, again copy this image in CSS, paste it. Here we see the property of this is a JPG file. Okay, the extension of this is JPEG and the name of the file is 123. So even I can apply the background image to div, like instead of this background color I will use background image. Here we go with the URL, and I will use URL 123.jpeg. This is the extension for this. Save this file and see the changes in the browser. Okay, so this is not done over here. So I'm just removing the opacity because I'm not using the background color, so that's fine. Save this, refresh it over here. So this background image is not applied in the over here. Mostly the background image is used in this if I use this behind because there is no space for this, so I will do here I will use the property width. So width I will say 500 px, and say I will use height, say 500 px. I will save this, Control S, save this, and I will refresh. Oh, look at this. Previously the size of our division was small, so we just have increased the size, so this is where we can apply this. Now another thing that we can use with the image, like this, I just wanted to repeat this image. If sometimes we see the images are small in size, that doesn't, if we see background image over here, look at this is one image, this is second image. I say I just wanted to use, I want to use this image with repeat. So what simply I will do, background image repeat. So I will say, I will set its stretch. Okay. I will set this value, save this, and again refresh over here. So the image is stretched as per the size it's available over here. So I just wanted to repeat it. Say mostly you need to repeat the image horizontally, so I can even use repeat, then -x. -x mostly is used when we want to repeat the image horizontally. Save this file and this. So file, if our file is of small size, then we can repeat it. Let's take a image of small size. Here we go. This image is of size 800 into 800 px. This is so here we go. Just go with this image. I will take this image, so I will save as the and css, and here I will save this image with the name of 111 and the extension is .jpeg. Okay, so I'm just using the background image as 111.jpg. Save this, and here we repeat, we refresh this. Look at this. So image is treated horizontally. Okay, if you wanted to repeat it vertically, then we have to use repeat hyphen y. So here we see the image is repeated vertically. Now if you don't want to repeat this image over here, we say sometimes we need not to repeat this image, so we can use the value no so here is no repeat. Control and save this, refresh it over here. So here we see this image file is not repeated over here. Just in order to see this, I just remove this, deleting this, save this, heavy, refresh this. Okay, look at this. So this file background image is with the no repeat. Okay, then another thing that we have with the background is background position. So I just want to save position this image, so I want to do background position over here, property, and even I can give the value of it using XY coordinator, or I can use simply right and top. Save this, refresh it. Okay, so look at this, the position of the image is set at right top. We can also set the image position any value, right, say we just wanted to position it center. Save this, you can position center. Left means it considered to be by default it consider left, say where it is considered left, so left relative to this become a left relative to center. So if I wanted to say it left top, save this, and now this file is positioned left top. If I will again repeat this and position it center, where it will go? Okay, so this way no effect is going to be here. So if we want to, I wanted to make it on the right bottom, so I will write bottom, save this. Here is some mistake with this, so this will goes to the right bottom over here. Now this time if I will make it center, save this, go to the center of the body. Then after this we have to use the another property, that is background attachment. Here we go, background attachment. So I can make it fixed, local, scroll, initial, inherit or unset. I just wanted to say I just put this background to be fixed. Okay, now see the effect. So for this reason what I will do, I will copy this, Control C, here I will go, and here I will Control V, I'm just increasing the size so it will become scrollable, because position works when it is scrollable. Save this. Now see the effect. Now look at this file is become scrollable. Okay, so as I have set the position fixed over there, so the image background remain fixed. If I will make it scroll, now let's make it scroll. Save this. Now this time what is going to be happen, this is becoming a scroll. As we are scrolling our window, the image is scrolling up and down. Okay, see the effect here. We make fixed, save this, refresh it, and we see remain same. So this time this position is fixed. So another thing that we can do over here is we can use the shorthand, background shorthand we can use over here. So again I'm just coming back to this, and here we have set width equal to 500 px, and height we have set equal to say 500 px. Save this. Now again refresh this. Here is some mistakes in our file, so just correct them. Or here we find some mistakes here. Okay, width So here we specify the value 500 px, semicolon have to put, then we have to give heavy right div. So here I write width of the div, that is 500 px. Heavy right height of the div, that is again 500 px. Then heavy right background image, so let's leave this. This is not going to be happening over here. So okay, we just lost the curly bracket over here after this. Now here we have to write div, then start of curly bracket. Here we specify width, that is 500 px. Here we specify height, that is 500 px. Then here we specified background image, and with the URL we will specify value 123.jpeg. we have set the value. Save this. Now see the effect. Look at this. So this is becoming a scrollable, and the position of the images remain fixed over here. Okay, so this way we just can use the okay. We can also use the shorthand for this. Now look at this. We have specific shorthand, mean to say that instead of writing these 3-4 lines, we can make it in single line. That how we can do? We simply write it here, background image. Here we have to specify the URL. Same thing we are going to do over here, that is 111.jpg, and here I will say put the second value, say no repeat then I will say put the value center, then make it fixed. I will see, I will remove this, save it, refresh it. Now see, this is not working. So I just wanted to make it we see the image over here background. So if we look at this div, we can make it like we can make shorthand can be used to making these all things in a single line, that we will learn in the coming lesson. So that's way how we can use background in different elements of HTML. Okay, so that's enough for today.